Hey guys, Planet Everything here, and today we are going to be going over whether or not it is legal for you to drive your Jeep with the doors off. So, I have a Jeep that is a bit of a problem to drive with the doors off on the highway, and here's why. The Jeep that I drive is a JL, which is a Jeep that has the mirrors mounted onto the doors. So for most states, all states, if it is illegal to drive with the doors off, it's not because you can't drive with no doors. It's because you can't drive with no mirrors. So for my state specifically, you actually only have to have one mirror on the left side that gives the driver a direct view of the highway. Now that would indicate that if I wanted to drive my Jeep without the doors on, I only need to buy one extra mirror. Now if I was going to buy one, I would assume they probably come in pairs online, so I'd probably just buy two. But if you were to want to drive your Jeep without doors on, you could likely get by just fine without having mirrors or doors. However, it depends what state you're in. If you are in a state that you are required to have mirrors, then you'll get pulled over and you'll get a ticket, because it's kind of a big deal to violate something like that, because you can't really talk your way out of something along those lines unless you're like, oh, I ordered them, they're just on their way. Well, why do you have your doors off before they got here? I don't know. So yeah, you're not going to want to drive it in certain states without mirrors on. So there's a website linked down below that is able to tell you what states say what about driving without doors on and driving without mirrors on your Jeep. Now if you have an older Jeep like a CJ or a TJ, or I think JKs still have them on the doors, then you might not actually need to obey by these, because the mirrors might be mounted onto the actual vehicle. So who knows, if you do go look at your car and see that the mirrors are mounted onto the doors, then you need to go online and buy like a pretty cheap pair of mirrors and make your car able to be street legal, able to be driven on the road legally, by putting them on your car and just calling it a day. I imagine it's probably not too difficult to go online and find them. There's probably like a pair for 20 bucks or so. But yeah, that's the real restriction on driving your Jeep without doors on. It has nothing to do with the actual space between you and the road. It has to do with the mirror. If there's no mirror, then you're not allowed to in a lot of states, but in some states you are. So I actually thought it was a little weird, because you would think that having a door between the person and the pavement is like a necessity, but it's not in any state. You don't have to have doors on your car. It's just not, you just don't. I don't know why. I think it's strange, but yeah, that's the way the law works. If you don't have mirrors on your car, in a lot of states, you may not be able to drive your Jeep without doors on until you get an extra set of mirrors for when you take your doors off that can like get on by a suction cup or something. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and also please share with your friends, because sharing is caring.